Hello YouTubes. Today I drove for an hour through a Canadian blizzard to get to a train show. Turned out to be a bit of a bust. It was a big show, but when I say big, it was like 90% O scale, 5% HO scale, 5% N scale. It was really a struggle to fill my big yellow bag, but we got there. Now, I know I said 2 shows ago that was the last train show of the year. Well, I can assure you this one is definitely the last train show of the year, I think. Anyway, let's see what I got. I'm going to start off with something that's not for me. The person who was looking for this item just couldn't find it locally. And it is Athearn Blue Box CP Rail F7. It is actually an A and B set, which I purchased for the grand total of $25, which is kind of insane considering this looks pretty much new. It's still got its bag of bits. Let me just check, because that looks like it might have been opened. It has been opened, but let's see if the bits are in. Yes, the bits seem to be in. That's a lot of bits. Anyway, the bits are there. So this, if you still want it, is for, where's the camera, is for you, Kevin. Kevin's Tiny Trains. Let me know if you already got one. But this is yours. I will test it, make sure it runs first. And the other question I've got for you, Kevin, is, do you require the B unit, which is a dummy? Usual plastic wheels. Nice condition though, but I think you might already have one of these. However, this looks really nice. Yeah, it's got its lenses fitted already, so it has been opened just to fit the little windows. Doesn't have the side windows in. It doesn't have the front. They never come with the front windows, but it's got its light lenses. And I think Kevin wants to turn this into a nice DCC project. I think he's going to wire up these little nubs for marker lights, etc. So let me know, Kevin, if you still want that, or if I will just go ahead and have yet another CP Rail set. And also let me know if you require both or just the one, okay? But either way, they can be yours. Right, moving on to stuff I got for myself. We have a couple of passenger coaches. Canadian National. That is obviously the baggage car. And this one is not a baggage car. Maybe that's a baggage car, but it's got windows. I don't know what that is. I guess I got these two because I've got 3 normal passenger coaches in this livery. I think they're the same. The ones I added lights to. So I thought that would make a nice set of 5. Just need to add some metal wheels. Couplers are going to be so much easier to change out with the nice screws and the plates. I do like this roundhouse stuff. It seems to be pretty decent quality. So relatively easy to modernise. And I'll add the lights while I'm at it. And I'll have a really nice lit passenger train to go around my track. So pretty pleased with them. 2 of them, $15. Absolutely brilliant. Really pleased with that. Wonderful. Right, moving on. I managed to acquire 3 more tank cars. Now, these are actually well worth the money. I think they were supposed to be $10 each, but I got 3 plus something else I'll show you at the end of the video. And I got it down to 35 for 4 items. But considering I know how good these are, all they need is metal wheels. I've already got their knuckle couplers. They're not all the same, I don't think. But I do like this particular size of tank car. They have some natural weathering. Dust. So that can be cleaned off. So those 2 are the same, except they have different road numbers, which is nice. And the last one, which I thought was suspiciously heavy, is slightly different, and it's got metal wheels and knuckle couplers. So I know that these things are like $40 new. So that's an absolute bargain for less than $10. I like those little red signs, signage things there. It's got a little bit of detail. These are just nice. So I think I'll probably add just a little bit of weight to these two, get the metal wheels. That is a really nice set. Really pleased with them. I seem to be favouring black tank cars this weather. Nothing wrong with that. Right, let me get them out of the way. And I'll show you the next items. I know someone who's going to be super happy with this one. Sparky. So $25 for an I was going to say Intermountain. It's the same colour box. Atlas caboose, which is not too bad, to be honest. I've been looking for a Conrail caboose for quite a long time, and this one appears to be new. Well, that's nice. So we've still got the parts to add. The front and rear handrails and brake wheels. We've got, oh my goodness, tiny little handrails, metal jobs. Couplers I'll never use. Let's see the item itself. Oh, that's really nice. I do like my Atlas. Atlas rolling stock is fantastic. Yeah, that's new. Yes, yes, I got one, finally. I mean, I've only got like one. Well, I've got an SD45 Conrail and I've got a Conrail switcher. That's all I've got so far. They just don't seem to appear very often at train shows. Maybe people just snap them up before I get there. Isn't that nice though? Metal wheels, knuckle couplers, all the parts. I think 25 is okay for that. That's really nice. Excellent. We will of course put that on the track later on with those tank cars. And might as well haul it around with my SD45. Wonderful. Believe it or not, I actually managed to buy something from John BFGR, subscriber on the channel. It is Norfolk Southern coil car. John did give me a discount on that, so thank you very much, John. This looks really nice. He had another 3 of different road names, but I figured one was enough for now. Oh my goodness, this is tight. I don't think this has ever been opened. So what do we... Surely they should be on the inside. That looks like the coils. Do I have to add them myself? Oh, it's very light, so yes. I think I need to add those weights. One there and one over there. But that's really nice. So Intermountain, you know I love them. These have got big wheels. They look like 36-inch wheels. Knuckle couplers, metal wheels, bits of detail falling off in my hand because these things are so fragile. You glue that back on, find out where it was supposed to be. That's really nice. So yeah, my first coil car. Lots of detail, I like that. Well, thank you very much, John. Much appreciated. Oh, I'm going to put that straight in the track. I know it's going to be a wee bit light without its weights, but I'll do that some other time. Okay. Oh, oh, stop breaking it. Oh my goodness, so many things can fall off. I nearly knocked that thing off. Right, next. We have a Walthers train line locomotive. I think I might have this one already, but for $40, in fact, $35, I got it at a slight discount. I will not pass up the chance to get a Walthers train line at a good price because these things can be amazing. This one looks to be in a remarkably good condition. Just need to paint handrails. I think they go yellow as opposed to white. Little yellow bits there, same in the back. Nice weight to these things. If you don't know about Walthers train lines, they are the absolute bargains at train shows if you can get them in this condition at that sort of price. Trust me, they're really good. At least I hope it's really good. We'll find out when we put it in the track in a little while. Let me quickly go and grab the other one that I think is the same, and we will compare. Might be a different number. Hold on. Here it is, and it's the same number. Oh, and it is yellow. Well, at least I painted it yellow. I think it's supposed to be yellow. So what I might do is renumber the new one so we can run them together. Actually, probably back in front like that. Kind of push me, pull me kind of deal. Oh, I nearly broke the handrail. Oh, I did break the handrail. God, I need to be more careful. What a nice little set though. So that's getting the DCC treatment, number change, and then we will double header them. Well happy with that one. Wonderful. Next. So as always, I've got something that I've completely forgotten what it is. I buy these in a mad panic before someone else gets them and I forget what it is. It's quite heavy, so I'm thinking it's a loco. Oh, how could I forget? How can I forget that I got another BC Rail locomotive, SD40, not the Dash 2 though. And I got this because, well, $39 for a start. It is though an Athearn Blue Box, which isn't the end of the world. It will take a wee bit of fiddling to get it to speed match my Bowser version, but I think that's going to make a lovely pair. Let me just grab it off the shelf and compare, shall we? So here is my Bowser, and there is the Athearn Blue Box. It's actually still really nice for an Athearn Blue Box. Obviously it's not got the same level of detail. What's that? Get off my loco. Trying to do a side by side and you're getting big stickers in the way. Right. So obviously from a slightly different era, but that's still a nice loco. So that's going to get the DCC treatment. Oh, they've done some weathering along the roof. Yeah, it's definitely not dust. So that is really nice. They're going to work well together. You know what, if they look exactly the same, yes I did notice that just fell off. If they look exactly the same, then it's boring. You want slightly different ones. Where did that come from? This way round. There. Just push that in there and everything will be fine. Oh, it's upside down. No, which way round does it go? So confused. Top. Okay, this one is missing some bits, but you know what? I'm sure I've got plenty of spares. These brake cylinders are obviously missing. Please go back in. Yes. So I'll probably just glue them back in place and it'll be fine. But yeah, that's lovely. Very nice. Might even fit some ditch lights to it while I'm doing the DCC. Wonderful. It's like 20 times I've said wonderful. But to be fair, it is the most wonderful time of the year. Okay, I've got two more items to show you. I know I said I was going to show you one item at the end, but I'm going to show you that now because I've got an even better item to show you at the very end, okay? So while we're on the subject of Christmas, I got this. ATSF caboose, Christmas theme. Isn't that nice? Look, it's got a little proper chimney for its smokestack. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? Really like that. It's actually decent quality. I'll throw on some metal wheels. It's got decent weight to it. The usual sort of level of detail in the more budget cabooses, but I really like it. Give it a wee dust, sprinkle some snow. Maybe not the snow, but certainly give it a wee dust. And we'll have the start of a Christmas train. I love that chimney, it's so cool. You get Santa on top. And finally, I got something fairly high end. It starts with A and ends with Athearn Genesis. Okay, let me show you and let me explain. I have something similar to this, but it's an Athearn Blue Box, which is absolutely fine. I like it. However, I really wanted this. And I was so close to splurging on OVR. But when this was at the show for half price, I had to grab it. We've got a P42 DC. C-Tracks, think train. DCC with sound for the grand total of 225. These things are about 400 new. Canadian dollars, obviously. Oh, I can't even get it out of the box. It's tight. Oh my goodness, this is so nice. So, sorry OVR, but a bargain's a bargain. And this looks really nice. You know what? I'm going to switch cameras because that is really jerky and it's not doing it any justice. Hold on. Okay, hopefully this is a bit better. That's better. Right, let's get this thing out of here. Still got all its original packaging. Very cool recessed fan these things have. Chimney, smokestack, whatever, exhaust. Lovely fan detail in there. Gotta be careful with these Athearn Genesis. There's so much fragile detail. You gotta be careful. Dang, that's nice. C-Tracks, think train. Does not want to focus on the front. Don't be shy. So we've got all our little cables at the front. We've got our little plough, which looks a wee bit fallen down. Just need to shove that up and maybe glue it in place. It's probably a packaging thing, to be honest. Wow, that's so nice. Yeah, I do like my Athearn Blue Box, but this has got detail up the... You know what? Excellent, excellent. Super heavy. It will pull all my Superliner coaches, no problem at all. I don't even think I'll have to run my old Athearn Blue Box with it. And it wouldn't look out of place. It's basically the same model, but obviously this has been a bit updated, shall we say. Super nice. Oh, can't wait to get that in the track. We get any bits? Yes, we've got some bits. We have got... I think it originally came DC ready, and the guy had a lock sound decoder fitted, so he's included a little blanking plug. That camera is still jerky. I do apologise. Don't worry, it'll be over soon when we get over to the track. So, let's go over to the track then, test out our new locos and our rolling stock. Oh, and those passenger coaches. No, I'll save the passenger coaches till I've got them all modernised with lighting. Okay, so that'll be in a future video or live stream. Okay. Let's see, what loco will we start with? Let's start with the Athearn F7 pair. Huge gap. Kevin might want to put in some short couplers there. Right, let's see if it works. If it doesn't work, there's no point. I won't even send it to him. Got the Athearn hum. It's actually pretty smooth. Not going to run it too much, it might need a good cleaning lube. I want to crack those gears if they're not already cracked. Seems pretty good so far. Took me ages to find a set of these for myself. And as soon as I get a set, they just appear at every show. So it only seemed fair that I grab a pair for Kevin, because he doesn't have a lot of train shows where he is. And these things are ridiculous online, price-wise. But that seems to be just fine. Cool, right. What is next? Let's try our new Canadian National Walthers train line GP9. Little bit jerky. So it's possible that this needs running. It's been used a little bit. But I know these things run great. Ooh, this one doesn't run great. I reckon it just needs a good couple of blasts around the track. Maybe a bit of a clean and lube, because it is pretty quiet. Oh yeah, I think it needs cleaning on the pickup side. So I believe these have got the wipers on the inside of the wheels. So we will take the trucks off, strip them down, give them a good clean, make sure the gears are all lubed, because it is quite quiet. I don't think I've got any gearing problem. But yeah, it's needing a bit of TLC. And a decoder, and marker lights, because it's really a bit bland at the front. So I will sort that. It's running better already. Poor thing, been sitting in a box for years, I'm sure. Oh, that's lovely. Cool, next. Well, check out this handsome beast. I did remove the truck covers and I did have a couple of cracked axles, so I replaced them. Thankfully I had a pack of brand new Athearn blue box wheels. So they're all on, nice and shiny, got the truck side cover on. Let's hope it works after all that. Maybe a wee bit notchy because of the new gears, but that's okay, we can run it in. Right, make it so. Oh, that's quite nice so far. Look, nice little creep already. Oh yeah. Oh yes. So I think I'll probably run this in before I add the decoder, make sure it's all nice and smooth. We'll get the lights in. It'll just be a non-sound decoder for now. Because if we're going to match it up to the other one, they don't both need sound. But it does need lights. So let's see, what have we got? We've got the nose light, number board lights, perhaps. I don't think there's holes behind those numbers. And I will of course need to add some ditch lights. But that looks pretty good, I think. Unfortunately, it doesn't have windows. So I'll maybe need to fabricate some of them. Not too bad of a job. Very happy with that one. It is Amtrak time. Now, I wonder if it's number 203 or if it has been reset to factory setting, which would be 3. But let's try 203 first. Turn on the DCC power. And we press button 8. Hopefully it'll... Actually, no, before we start the sound, let's make sure it does in fact respond to number 203. Yes, it does. Nice and quiet without the sound on. Very nice. Let's see, let's try some functions, because once we put the prime mover on, you can't hear a thing. Front headlight should be 0. Oh, it is coming on, it just fades up. F1 is bell. That's fine. F2 is the horn. Quite quiet, actually. Oh, it does that automatic grade crossing bell thing with the horn, which I always hate, but you know, we can disable that. That's a weird horn, not sure if I like that. A strange Doppler effect going on. I normally like Doppler effect, but that's weird. F3's coupler as usual. Yep. F4 dynamic brake. Most of them are fairly generic. F5 front red markers, front headlight must be off, so we'll switch off the headlight and we'll put on F5. Are they coming on? I cannot see from here. Let's ignore that for now. We'll try it later. F6, front ditch lights. Alternate with bell or horn. On with front headlight when not dimmed. So we'll put the headlight back on. And F6. Is this working? Let me check. Ah, they are on. Right, I'm round where we can actually see it. Okay, so let's see. I do have a whole list. It's a massive list of numbers and buttons to press. So if we honk the horn, they should flash. Alternate. Horn, everything's going off. All sorts of stuff. Let's see. That's the main thing. Let's start it up. I'm bored already. Like, give it some button 8. That's way too quiet. That's way too quiet. I need more volume than that. Guess somebody didn't like the big sound. I need to adjust the momentum as well. Well, at least it runs really nice. Looks great. Needs more volume though. And engine shut down. Well, that looks jolly nice. Now I'm going to go and dig out my Amtrak Superliner coaches, because that's going to look really good going around the track for the victory lap. Also want to dig out a Conrail SD40, go for a bit of a parade lap with my new tank cars, and my Conrail caboose. Still got the Christmas caboose to run, but we'll do that in a live stream. Okay, that's definitely the last train show of the year. Pretty sure it is this time. So I'll see you very soon. Make sure you tune in on Friday, and then the following Friday will be the day after Christmas. So we'll do some sort of Christmas live stream. Might even do a slight giveaway. Yeah, we'll give away something. Okay, take care, see you soon. Choo choo.